What's up, everybody? Welcome to 321 Sportscast, another edition of the Summer Series 2024. In studio today, I got my man Xavier Lherisse from Gallie. What's happening, X-Man?
Nothing much, chilling.
Well, I appreciate you coming by the studio today. We're going to have a fun conversation, lots to talk about. What's been going on this summer so far? What have you been up to outside of football?
Nothing else, really.
No?
My life is football. All I do is train.
No chill time, no downtime, huh?
No, don't have an off season.
All right, what are your plans for the summer? So we've got about 3 months left of summertime, and then boom, not even 3, 2 months. It's going by quick. What do you got going on the rest of the summer?
Really, this summer, I decided not to play travel ball. So this summer, I dedicated it to going on visits, taking care of my body, training. That's really it.
Okay, so when you talk about travel ball, you talk about baseball, right?
Baseball, yes, sir.
What about in terms of college visits? Are those kind of wrapped up? You're almost done with the traveling in terms of visiting colleges?
No, I still have a whole bunch more. I'm going all across the country this year.
All across, as many free plane rides and meals as you can get. I don't blame you for that. Where's the coolest place you've been to? Not football school-wise, but have you seen anything like the largest frying pan or anything like that anywhere in the country?
Whenever we drive up to these places or fly, I'm asleep the whole time. So I don't really see
you don't go hiking or anything like that. Try to find some grizzly bears. So you are a multi-sport athlete. We know that. You play basketball, baseball, football, and track and field, correct?
Yes, sir.
How important is the multi-sport mentality in sports? How has it affected your career, and what is your take on multi-sport athletes?
To me, it really it keeps me moving, because if I don't play a sport, I'm just going to be at home doing nothing. So it really keeps me moving, keeps me in shape for whatever sport I'm going to play next.
Do you find that one of the sports helps you with another sport? Footwork,
definitely.
Conditioning, things like that?
Baseball, the hand-eye coordination. Football, I'm always lifting, getting stronger.
Okay.
Basketball just keeps me in shape.
What about continuing to play baseball and basketball and track and field? We know you've got a lot of things happening in the football world. Are you going to continue to play those other sports through high school? Xavier is only going to be an incoming junior, so you got 2 years left. Are you going to continue to play baseball and basketball, and do you have any aspirations of playing those in college maybe?
I do. I want to play baseball and football in college, but I'm going to continue playing. I don't know about basketball yet. I might just take that time to rest my body, get ready for baseball, but I want to go play both in college.
Are there any multi-sport athletes that kind of pop out right now? Like I know back in my day, back in the 90s, it was pretty common. I'm thinking I know Russell Wilson was I don't think a lot of people know he was a phenomenal baseball player. Are there any current athletes that stick out that play both sports?
Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is really good at baseball, and he probably could have went and played in the MLB right now, but he's in the NFL making millions.
There's a lot of millions in the Major League Baseball too. Yes. The thing I always think about, like you're baseball, you could play both. You're great at both. Baseball though is more of a mental game on how do you deal with failure. Like football, you get to go out there and just be, let your body naturally react to things. Baseball, man, you have to be able to say, dang, I get out 65% of the time. This sucks.
You got to move on.
You got to deal with a lot of ups and downs. So football has become a business to a lot of young athletes. We see it. We talk about it. There's a lot of, you're kind of in that middle where I see you smiling, you're having fun, and I think you're going to continue to do that. But naturally, it becomes a business, whether you like it or not. You got to make decisions on where you're going to go to school. With these big schools comes, publicity and contracts. At what point do you feel like football is going to become a full-out business to you, or not become a full-out business to you, or what's your take on that?
I feel like it always has been a full-on business. For me, all I want to do is play professional sports. And I know I got to work hard, like it's a 9-to-5 job every day to go work to do that.
So you're dialed in. You want to be able to make money one day, take care of your family, and you know what it takes to do that, and you've got to be dialed in.
Yes, sir.
So all the fun and games when people step on that field this year, out the window.
Yes, sir.
Xavier's bringing business mentality. Today was a big day in the world of high school sports here in Florida. They passed the ruling, and NIL deals are now officially fair game. Is that something you're going to be seeking pretty soon and working on? It's kind of like a side business, but instead of going to flip burgers, you get to talk to companies, like Core Power. We don't know, they're not officially a sponsor yet, but are you going to be actively looking for businesses to promote their brands?
Yes, sir, because I know that's where the money's at right now. And if I can start, the sooner I get on it, the more money I make, it's the goal.
Is that conversation, so the deal was approved this morning. You have friends that play football, high-level friends. Has anyone talked yet this morning about them working any deals or coming quick?
Not yet. Me and Brandon Brown, though, we talked about it this morning because we know we can make a lot of money throughout our skills and our popularity right now.
Sky's the limit. I don't know the rules. I don't know if they put a cap on how much you can make, but man, you could. I guess if Bronny James made like $7 million this year,
I did hear that.
You can at least make $7 million, right?
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, don't forget about 321 Sportscast. You know, we need some new furniture and lights and stuff like that. I was doing some research on you because I don't claim to be an expert, but 247 Sports has you ranked the 240th top ranked player in your class, 2026. How do you feel about that ranking? Is that fair, or are you better than that?
Definitely not.
Or are you happy to be up in that?
I mean, it's good to be ranked, but they definitely size me a lot. You know, there's a bunch of players in my class who don't have the film, or they really just have the size over me. That's the only problem. But
well, they have you ranked as the 22nd ranked safety. I don't have your stats from last season, but God, I don't imagine a lot of guys. What do you have to intercept more balls? Do you have to hit harder? What could you do better to move up from 22nd? And I'm not saying you're number one. But I'm saying what makes a safety move up from 22nd? Is it speculation?
Really, at safety, you just got to be able to go get the ball, come down, make tackles, and I do that. Really, I'm probably the best in the country at it. It's just that I'm not the biggest or the strongest, so I know I got to go out there and make plays.
Make plays. Well, 247 Sports, I think you got it wrong. He's top 20 safety in the country. So when you see this video, if any of your reps see it, move that needle forward a little bit. Don't got to be number one. Keep them hungry. Keep them hungry. Season is 2 months away. It's hard to believe. Summer just started, but in 2 months, you're padding up, man. It's going to get started. What are your expectations for your team at Gallie High School this year? One. Second part, what's your expectations for yourself?
Well, for the team, I already know we're going to win a state championship this year. Everybody's dialed in. We got the best coaches, the best players, so I know we're going to make it far, really far. But for myself, I just want to do better than I did last year. I had a really good season last year, and I know I could do way better. I could have made way more plays with the positioning, and this year my coaches are really locked in on me, helping me out to be in the position to make those plays.
What class is Gallie again?
Oh, I don't know.
I think they're 3A. Audience, what class is Gallie football? Whatever class we're calling it right now, state championship. X-Man's calling it state championship, and I'm going to back him. If he says he's getting a state championship, I got to go with you.
Sir.
We can't make any bets on that. Hard Rock Casino? No, I'm just kidding. All right, so let me take it. So you've been doing a lot of visiting colleges. You said you've narrowed it down. We're not going to ask you any of those schools. This is an exciting time, right? About how long you said until you make your announcement?
Really, I want it to be soon, but I got to talk to my parents about it. They don't really like the idea of me committing so early. So.
Well, you got to keep weighing out all the pros and cons, and there's no one better to listen to than mom and dad, right?
Yes, sir.
Especially mom. All right, so there's another website I found called Predicts. It's on3.com. You familiar with On3?
Yes, sir.
I don't know where they get, but they've predicted where you're going to land. Did you even know that exists?
I didn't.
On3.com. Anyway, you predicted where Xavier is going to land. I'm going to tell you, they boiled it down to the percentages. Now, he in no way has given me this information, but I'm going to tell you what they've said on their website. Miami Hurricanes, 31.6%. Georgia Bulldogs, 18.7%. Central Florida, 8.4%. And then LSU and Florida both at 7%. You don't have to answer anything about that because we don't want to give your hand away at all. And there's many more schools. You recently visited Clemson, Michigan, several other schools. I know your mom loves Florida State. She was posting her big hug up there and all that. But anyway, that's where the percentages from the experts, I guess, at on3.com came in. Have you visited Clemson and Michigan?
I have, yes, sir.
Pretty nice?
It was really nice.
Is there an aura when you walk into those campuses? Like they're just so big and massive and have such a history of football. Do you feel like just, whoa?
It's insane to think all those coaches that have gone through it and at the next level really believe in me, so it feels good.
That's a cool feeling, man. All right, we're going to move on to another subject here. Recently, you had a former coach and somebody who was a big part of your life, Coach Butch, passed away just a few days ago. Tell us about some memories and what Coach Butch meant. The Ducks, by the way, and the saying that I've heard is once a duck, always a duck. You haven't turned in your pads, still got your pads. You would never turn them in. Take a moment, tell us about Coach Butch. Like how did he play a role in your life as a coach, and what are you going to miss about Coach Butch?
Coach Butch was really my first football coach ever since I was little. He was always there pushing me, make sure, and I was always on the field playing. And he just really was a great mentor. He made me the person I am today. Yes, sir, no, sir. Made sure I was always respectful to everybody. Just teaching me how to be a man in life. But he was
lost his battle with cancer. Coach Butch, out to your family and all your loved ones. Our hearts go out, man. It's just, I was getting emotional reading the post from your mom and all the pictures and stuff like that. So I wanted to bring it up. So RIP, rest in heaven, Coach Butch, man. You obviously had a huge impact on an amazing young man. So you'll be playing for him along the way, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Xavier, I appreciate you taking some time today, man. I told you I was going to keep it not too invasive on the college stuff. Did I do my job?
Yeah, you did good.
Well, hey, man, best of luck to you.
Yes, sir.
We're going to make this a habit every summer. Next summer, we're going to have a decision, though, so it'll be fun. But I can't wait to see you play some high school football this year. All right. So for Xavier Lherisse, I'm Tracy Rheaume. This is 321 Sportscast. Thanks for tuning in.